Hey channel, this is RSMR Media. I'm here with James, Ant, and John. Today, we're going to do a hot take. It's going to be super awesome. We're going to tell you how we feel about a song. We're going to say if it hits the yay or nay list. We decide.
We decide for our own list.
So Zach Bryan's Dawns, I think, is a beautiful song. The sparse instrumentation at the beginning mirrors kind of the interpretive space the song allows in the lyrics. You can kind of make up your own mind about what is happening in this song. I think it captures the loneliness, but also the hope in breakup. And again, Zach Bryan is changing my whole attitude toward modern country, even though the video sucked.
If I wanted to hear a Lumineers cover by an Americana singer-songwriter, then mission accomplished. I can't say much, but this is a departure from Zach Bryan's other music. But sorry, country fans, Zach Bryan is not a country singer. You can't claim everything. But it's a good song.
So Zach Bryan's song, you can hear a lot of pain in the lyrics. The music is a little choppy. I don't really mean that in the bad way, but I kind of like how I can't think of a better synonym. Points deducted for police sirens in a video or a song. I hate that. Especially when you're driving.
Yeah, that's... Yes.
I wonder if a day goes by in this guy's life where he's actually happy. Everything that I've heard from him is super depressing, super slow. Again, I don't know. I like it a minute and 25. It actually went up tempo for at least a little bit. I was going to ask you, Nate, if it's not country, then what is it?
This is just Americana folk singer-songwriter mixed with indie music. I hear Band of Horses. I hear Lumineers. And then James, your light is strobing. There's an alien in there.
The police siren set it off.
Yeah, the cops are coming. We're going to let him fix this technical difficulty real quick.
I feel like he's the male version of Ani DeFranco.
That's interesting. The rhythm, not like in terms of a metronome, but like the rhythm was set by the singer and not the singer making what he's doing fit into, kind of the song structure at the beginning, which I really liked. That style, like going back to Ani DeFranco, it can get old real quick, but like it does become more structured about 30 seconds in. And I love that transition. 25 in? Is that what it was? I don't know. But to me, it didn't feel that long. I really enjoyed this song from the beginning. You did not, evidently.
I wanted to hear about the choppiness John was describing.
Yeah, it wasn't like strummy. It was just real staccato. Is that the
staccato
the real musicians use? I don't know.
So I totally misinterpreted what you were saying by choppy.
He kind of does off-balance lyrics from the guitar riffs. So it makes sense that when he does do this song, even if he's adding another person in, it still has an off-balance. It's still staccato and it's still, I don't say abrupt, but that pattern makes sense for the style of music he wants to do and has done.
I was glad to hear a female vocalist on here with him because it definitely added to the depth of the song because I think without her in the song, total bore fest. Sorry. Don't mean to sound like a Valley Row when I say it, but
I don't agree.
Totally.
I don't know that it would be boring, but I totally agree with your first point that it does add a depth to it. Kind of seeing the two sides and the two contrasting verses. I still think it would have been an interesting song. It would not nearly have been as strong of a song.
Yeah.
What do you do at his concerts? You just like watch a grown man cry on stage?
We just saw 5 minutes of what people do at his concerts.
They sit there and watch him cry.
Instagram filters.
At what point, Anthony, did you like lose track of music not having to be fast to be good?
It's not so much about it being fast, because not everything does have to be fast, but the dude's just like weeping on stage. It's just and I commend him because like I'm an insensitive prick when it comes to a lot of different things. He's pouring his heart out and that's cool. He's got a lot of pain in there and whatever, but I mean, I just can't imagine going to a show and just watching him just sing about all his pain. Like that's not for me.
I want to like his shows. I would go to any of his shows. He writes good songs. They're interesting through and through.
I guess I got to delve deeper into his catalog. The last two songs that I've heard, like this song and the other one, they all just sound the same to me. Like I can't distinguish one from the next. The only thing that distinguishes this differently is that there's this chick in there, which her music is. I actually prefer her over him. I actually looked up her catalog and I like probably the first 10 songs I heard from her.
Thought she was okay.
I mean, she's a backing track, right? She adds depth, as James and Anthony said. So
she's a Grammy Award winner. How about that?
I didn't identify her as like the strongest singer, but the duet added depth to it. I think of like one of No Use for Names' most iconic songs is "See You on the Outside," where you've got the two vocals, the male and female, and again a breakup song, the same idea, and it just works so well as a good contrast.
You said before, it's like he's a mood dependent song. He's talking, he's going through some stuff. He sings about it, and then some people might listen to that at a certain time in their life where it like really resonates with them, and then that's when like that song changed my life. Just like the song that we did a short take of, "I Got a Car." That's going to change my life forever. It's just funny every time you hear it.
Ninja Sex Party is pretty good at doing that.
Yeah.
So I actually have a note with a star here about this point, because I was sure Anthony was going to bring this shit up about this mood dependent, and I actually completely disagree. I don't think this is mood dependent. I think this like can completely Is it on there? Mood dependent? Did you write it?
Yeah, very mood dependent right here. Not something I want to hear every day.
So I have a star saying it's not mood dependent. I disagree. I think this song actually so Something in the Orange, definitely mood dependent. And like we said, it's like being at a beach or wherever and just having a beer, Sunday fun day type thing. But like when I first heard this song, I was like, holy shit. I think I was like washing the dishes, making dinner. And immediately I was like, whoa, there's like this sense of emotion that was in this song. I didn't know what it was, but I definitely picked up on it. And for me, it mirrored that feeling of like when you break up, there's that utter loneliness, but also this sense of like, well, you know what? My reality has opened up a little bit and now I have new options, because it forces you to get outside of your, day-to-day, routine. And so like, again, I'm washing the dishes, with my kids in the background. And like my mood at the time was probably being irritated at them yelling. But once I started listening to the song, like my mood completely shifted. So not mood dependent. I would say it like informs mood.
The lyrics don't grab me, but the sound does. The way it's mixed, the volumes, the vocals, the way they're produced together, that's what grabs me and makes me think like this has a meaning behind it, and I want to listen to it.
But most songs have a meaning behind it.
But most songs don't make me want to.
Drugs are good. No effects.
Yeah.
No, yes. I mean, all songs can be interpreted, sure, but very rarely do I stop what I'm doing and go like, "What is going?" I didn't stop washing the dishes. I kept washing the dishes, but I actually paid attention.
That's because you get beaten if you stop washing the dishes. You get those dishes washed, boy.
And then you started cutting onions.
Yeah, there you go. No, for me, like I agree with you. Yes, every song has a meaning. This one, like. And again, it was funny. I don't actually feel sad listening to this. I didn't get the sense of sadness, just loneliness, and then the sense of like hope. What's so funny?
This is like an uplifting song.
In like a bittersweet way, which I think goes back to Something in the Orange. It sounds sad, but it's really not. It's more reflective, and I think it's a more nuanced emotion than just like, my girlfriend left me, my dog died, all that crap. Or even in like punk, I'm mad at the government or whatever genre of music. It's not a simple emotion.
So I'll ask my wife to serve me with divorce papers and see how the song hits me.
We need to talk about genre. This is not a country song. I don't care wherever this gets tagged as country, but this is not a country song. You guys feel like this is a country song?
I just think it's a dude with a guitar that's singing about whatever he wants to sing about, and that's awesome. There's a lot. Go ahead, John.
No, I'm sorry.
You're good.
I thought
John, we interrupt you all the fucking time.
I know. Yeah.
Please interrupt him.
I consider Zach Bryan country because he's got that vibe,
You interrupted him for that?
Wait. So is country a lifestyle over like a genre of music?
I think there's a mix of both.
The question that you just asked John, I will say this to it. He may not be country. He may not be country in the sense of the music he's playing, but he definitely appeals to that genre of people that would listen to country. He's gonna those people will gravitate to this way faster than somebody. Example right here from the other end, who's going to gravitate towards that.
No, I was just gonna bring back the police sirens. If you're producing a song, writing a song, don't put police sirens in it. Every time a police siren is in a song and I'm in my car, I think I'm getting pulled over, or I'm looking like, okay, where's the ambulance? Do I got to pull over, get out of the way, or what's going on? It's like that. And there's this one song by The Clash, the Sharif don't like it.
Rock the Casbah with the Nokia 5500 series. Yeah.
Yeah. Back in the day when we all had phones, like in the middle of it's like. Yep. And then, like, every time I had someone in my car, they'd be like, "Oh, I thought that was."
But I always wondered, how did they do that? Because that song's from like the '80s, and the Nokias didn't come out till the '90s. Like, what the hell was that?
Yeah. I mean, Nokia took that song for
They're really big fans of The Clash.
So if y'all liked our video, please subscribe, leave us a comment, leave us a like. We love that feedback. If you hated it, leave us a comment. Maybe we'll reply. Maybe we'll ignore you. Who knows?
Yay or nay list time?
The yay list or nay list.
What's that?
Yay list, nay list. John, let's start with you. Yay list, nay list.
Zach Bryan's song that we just listened to. It's the nay list.
Dawns. Oh, okay.
Dawns. Why? Because why not? It's not good enough for me. It's just not. It's not. It's a fine, upstanding gentleman of a song, but it's just not. Just doesn't hit the notes in my soul.
What about you, Nate?
Oh, I'm gonna blow your mind with this, but I'm gonna throw down a nay list. Here's why. This is not that original of a song. If you're a country singer and you're like Anthony and won't branch out to different genres, this might blow your mind. But for people that like listen to actual indie music or listen to a bunch of genres, this is just a typical indie song. There's nothing special about it. It's good. It's fun. I liked it.
Fun?
I'm not gonna add it to my playlist.
Fun? He's talking about his mom dying. That's fun. All right.
Oh, Anthony.
I'm thinking. Give me a second. Zach Bryan's yawns. I'm gonna say. So it's a nay for me.
James?
Well, my vote doesn't matter.
You will. So. Yeah, you will. Your vote doesn't matter.
I'm going to say yay, and my reasoning is the opposite of Anthony's. I actually think this is quite replayable. I made that 5-song. I know. I made that 5-song playlist to listen to these, and this was the one I kept gravitating to. This and the Sleep Token song. So for me, I really enjoyed it. I don't know as a song in terms of the music, it really was that catchy, but in terms of its emotional weight, I found it to resonate.
Thank you for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. If you like Zach Bryan, like and subscribe. If you don't like Zach Bryan, if you got feelings from his music, if you got feelings from our podcast, if you got feelings for just feeling's sake, just like and subscribe. Like and subscribe.
Comment.
Like and subscribe. And do it. You know the YouTube thing.
I am going to make a video in a few weeks after I listen to more of his catalog to reissue any statements that I might change towards Mr. Zach Bryan. Not towards him, just towards his music.